scientists studying the sun face a challenge: bad weather.
The corona ranges from 1 to a few million degrees Kelvin.
Meaning,
We can't send spacecraft this close to the sun and actually measure the field at known locations.
so instead, astrophysicists like Cooper Downs enlist extraterrestrial helpers.
Comets serve as sort of natural celestial explorers for us.
Unfortunately, most of the sun-grazing comets, as they're called,
Are observed on one side coming in, and then they're not observed again.
until Comet Lovejoy in 2011.
Lovejoy came within 140,000 kilometers of the solar surface and then re-emerged.
But it was really the tail that was the most telling.
We noticed right away that the motion of the tail seemed to wiggle back and forth.
See the tail shake? That wiggle is caused by the sun's magnetic field. The charged particles coming off the comet are moved around by the magnetic field lines they're encountering.
Basically, this is indicating the local direction of the magnetic field in the corona. And measuring the magnetic field of the corona is actually notoriously difficult. We see plasma emission, and that can be very obvious when we look at structures like coronal loops. But what researchers really want to understand is the full magnetic field structure of the sun, and in particular at the corona low down.
Downs is trying to map the magnetic field through this computer model. The orange and blue lines represent predicted magnetic field lines, and the pink line is the comet's path.
So this is what the comet saw, and that sort of shows you what the local magnetic field looked like.
Then Downs and colleagues tested the model against the observed wiggles to evaluate and refine it. Getting a good model has implications at home too, by the way, because the magnetic field is involved in space weather, which affects us here on Earth.
It can cause currents to be induced along power lines and disturb satellites and communication grids.
The idea is that understanding the sun better could help with space weather forecasting. But getting that up-close and personal sun survey from one of these celestial explorers just requires good luck.
Well, it's sort of, you take what you can get, and we're getting a very big comet coming in the end of November.
That's Comet Ison, and it's expected to graze the sun too.
We're excited about that for the same reason that we were about Lovejoy.
Because it may shine some light on the star that our lives revolve around. Stay tuned for Science Friday. I'm Flora Lichtman.